I've not been having much luck recently with Piko models of this era. This is another vintage second-hand model I got in a job lot. This box is absolutely knackered, but I'm hoping that the locomotive inside isn't. However, the most recent ones I've been looking at have all had some serious problems. Anyway, let's get this open and we'll take a look. Ah dear. Oh well, let's see what we can do with this lot. Okay, so it's come apart fairly easily and revealed the chassis here, which I actually think the valve gear is all intact, which is quite incredible, especially considering we've got some additional parts in here which I actually don't think are from this model. And pieces like this might actually come in handy for some of the models I've got my graveyard of broken dreams waiting for fixes. So you never know, this might turn out to be quite good. But this chassis is all made of plastic and it's super lightweight. But it is articulated. You can see the front two here move separately to the three rear driving wheels. So it's fraught with danger, this model, that's for sure. It looks like the back three are driven. The motor's up here, obviously. So maybe we should just put some power onto this motor and see what happens. Well, that's quite incredible. It actually works. I can't believe it. I think it needs a little bit of oil though, so I'm going to do that next. Okay, so the chassis seems to be working okay now, and turning our attention to the body, we have quite a heavy model here, but it's all to do with this massive weight. It's sitting here inside the boiler. You can see that power comes up from the chassis here and also at the back, and that's to power some lights. It looks as though it has lighting at the back here, and it also has lighting on the front lamps here. And that's all driven from this little bulb which fits inside here. So that's quite a neat setup there. You can see as well this model has got a lot of extra parts added on, all moulded in plastic, apart from these handrails here which are made out of wire. So it does make for a very good looking model, very detailed but very fragile as well. It does beg the question, where do all these parts here fit onto this model? And I don't think any of them actually do. This seems to be a smoke generator that we've got here, which definitely doesn't fit into this tank engine. And we've got some valve gear as well. It all looks a bit broken, but it doesn't fit onto this model. So I think we could probably just put this body back onto the chassis, and these parts might come in handy for other projects. So this Piko BR95 tank engine, well, it's a bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? There's a lot of nice detail on this model, lots of extra parts being added on in plastic, and it's got some things like the articulated chassis to help it get round corners. You saw it there on the test track at with some Hornby third radius, and it seemed to go around that not too bad at all. It's crawling along really slow though. I think it still needs probably a bit of a fix up. I would suspect it needs stripped down and the gearbox probably full of grease that needs cleaned up, and then it'll probably run okay. But it is such a delicate model, this one. It's very difficult to work on and very difficult to handle. And before you know it, things will be broken off it. It's not the most robust model, and Piko models from this era did seem to be like that. The Achilles heel was always the valve gear made of plastic, but this one seems to be okay. Would I recommend this model? Probably not. I know you can get this 210-2 from other manufacturers. I think Markland does one, and it would be a bit safer bet than this one. But this does have a lot of detail. It is quite unique and it'll give you a bit of a challenge if you fancy that. So I'll just pop this onto the scales and find out how much it weighs. So this model comes in at 361 grams. So that was the BR95 tank engine. What did you think of this model? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. I'll put this on the turntable so you can see all the way around. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And you can subscribe for model railway news and other reviews. A link will be coming onto the screen in a moment for another video. Just click on that and I'll see you there. That's it for this one though. Thanks for watching. See ya.